You know why, nah? Because umuntu ngiyamthanda and I'm weak. So on social media, I've got such a beautiful wife. Well, wife to be. That will then be interested. Listen, and then I scrap my relationship. So for now, I'm off this.
Yo, we good. Welcome to yet another episode of Proverbs of Profit with myself, Oma Kumete, where we speak all things money, business, and financial literacy. Today is no different. Today we're going to be speaking to Ukarabo, who is aka DJ Lefoko. He's a DJ. He sells car insurance and he sells perfumes. Ukuze us understand his story mfowethu ukuthi uqale kanjani and how it's going. Asimgqilaze ngembuzo. Butwami, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. And how are you?
Yes. I clean. Fresh. I want you to first introduce yourself and what you do to the people, and then we'll just dissect that.
So I am Karabo Sean Mbonga. In the streets they know me as Lefoko. Lefoko is my stage name.
Yeah.
You know, you would know because I
I
play at your workplace.
Sure.
That's who I am. I'm a DJ. I'm a sales guy. Sell perfume. I do car insurance as well. So I don't know how much I can get into.
Yeah.
But just that's just me.
Those are the fundamentals.
Yeah.
So we do insurance for like car insurance. We sell perfumes and we DJ. Ne?
Yes.
So I want to dissect these three things separately so that I kind of understand where you are.
Okay, cool.
So how do we venture into what inspired you to kind of go into the car insurance thing?
So car insurance, nothing really inspired me. So I've got a friend of mine, right? This guy works for Old Mutual.
Yeah.
Right, and so there's a loophole that he found of face-to-face marketing that people aren't doing. Right, because I mean, if you think about it, call centers and all these companies, they depend on what they are given on the system.
Yeah.
Right, and we did some call center training, and you come to realize that you can be given 250 numbers, and of those 250, only 110 will answer. Out of the 110 that will answer, you'll make about 3-4 sales. And then people don't answer their phones. People say they're not interested. So he found this loophole of face-to-face interaction, because I mean, if you're going out into the streets and talking to the people directly, they know exactly what you're talking about. So when they get a call from the call center, then they know, okay, I'm getting a call via car insurance.
Yeah.
And people will just, it's a bit of a tough industry, but it's fun. I enjoyed it. I think I did say to you off camera that I thought I was an introvert as a person, but I'm actually not, right? So that's how I got into it, and funny enough, I then got a couple of more offers from different companies because of what I was doing already.
Yeah.
This thing that my friend put me into. And that's how it started off. It hasn't even been that long. I think I've been doing it for like 3-4 months, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's keeping me busy. I'm not sitting. I'm not stagnant. I mean, it's not like we DJ every day.
Facts. That's what you do.
Yeah.
So that space, because the insurance space is a very taboo subject, if we're being completely honest. I don't know whether it's the same for cars, but in that insurance, where people have to pay and they don't know what they pay. How are you convincing people to kind of?
It's a bit tricky, man, because people you'll find clients that are interested, right? But then you'll find clients that will tell you this thing is a scam.
Yeah.
Right. Then you'll find clients that will tell you backstories about what they've been through, what they experienced through a particular insurance company, how it took them like 5 years, how it took 5 years for the insurance company to pay out, which is actually a big problem.
Yeah.
So maybe insurance companies should look out for this, because as field agents, we then have to answer these questions to these people. Okay, why is it that this company is doing A, B, C, and D?
Yeah.
And this is not things that I think they know in head office.
Yeah.
Right. So it's actually something that people should try and look into about, because they'll tell you, a potential client will tell you that, look, I had a crash, and then they give me a whole long story about, no, but your car wasn't parked in the yellow lane, that one part of it was out of the yellow lane, so it's a different story. So there's a whole lot of fine print that they then go into when they're supposed to pay out, which I feel is unfair, because at the end of every month, these people are deducting money from my account.
Facts.
Right? And then when it's time for me to claim, people come with different stories. Which is tough. But you know what, it's interesting, because you meet a whole lot of, you meet different people from different areas. I first started working at Dragon City, which is in town, in the CBD. Started working in Dragon City, and then it became a bit tricky, because most of the people that go to Dragon City are people that own businesses. Right? So we weren't converting as much as we were supposed to.
In that particular place.
We made a couple of sales, which was good. And then we moved to Esprit View. Started working there. I got more leads than what I actually used to get. And because I'd started working alone, so how this whole thing started, right? Another company, so I was freelancing basically, right? Because I had not signed a contract with anyone. And at the end of the day, I need the coins. This economy that Ramaphosa is not easy.
True.
I need the coins. So I was freelancing. So I was a broker working with different companies. Right. I'm not going to name them.
No problem. At a particular company.
At a particular companies.
Okay.
But it is a bit challenging, because converting, especially with younger people. Right, because younger people, firstly, have had their licenses for 2-3 years. And what they're looking for most of the time is people that have, some companies, right, are looking for people that have maybe a 10-year record of insurance. Right? And now if you're going to try and quote someone, ohamba nge-Renault Kwid, umuntu wakhona, that person is not willing to pay more than 500.
First. No problem.
That person is not willing to pay more than 500 for insurance and all of that.
Which makes sense. I don't even hold
sense, you know? But it's interesting. I never thought I'd find myself, like I said, I always thought I was an introvert. But I think it was based on the lifestyle that I used to live that made me think that I was an introvert. I then found myself, I'm finding myself to be Muto Papayo. That's an extrovert. Which is why I'm able to make these sales that I make and interact with people on a day-to-day basis. Right? Because like I said, I also do perfumes. And that's interesting. It's interesting to talk to people. You don't come across the same people.
Facts.
And you don't know for what reason.
Sure.
Because it's pansam, and if I'm going to be pissed for the rest of the day. And then I can't work.
In terms of insurance, I'm coming to the perfume situation. So in terms of insurance, if you're being completely honest, even when I think it was like a year ago when I started having a optimistic view on insurance. Most of the time I always knew which is a scam or so I would assume that people approaching with insurance already their guards are up.
Yeah,
how do you kind of come in, like ufike space in somuntu, because njengoba ushanta abafani, another person who's also insurance lakatsa butawulalela share phansi konke lokho.
So I think my train of thought and the way my approach is, I'm not going to try and convince you, because trying to convince you, I'm going to have to lie to you.
Yeah.
And I'm not about lying.
Sure.
You know, if you approach people, that's why there's a certain target market that you look for. Because you go to every shop, we don't choose, but you can't just enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, because like you are saying, people are going to want explanations and.
Yeah.
And people don't trust insurance companies because of past experiences, stories that they've heard from people. You know, I mean, it's like medical aid. I've always made an example about medical aid. Okay, sharp, you pay for the medical aid, and then that's all good. But you know you don't qualify for these benefits.
Yeah. My mom had a similar situation in medical aid. Yeah, like I don't know if she's still paying for the thing, but in their corner, because she got really sick. Masak fanele kumina ultimately coke because public hospital I got right. So when that whole situation happened, people literally we had to come out of pocket, even though all these months we've been paying.
It's a bit of a tricky one, man. I think, in all honesty, as a person that's been working in it, I'd like for companies to actually look into it.
They kind of have to.
They have to look into it and try to do something about it, because you can't have people. You can't say you want people to do the work, but you are not scamming. But there are fine lines, or there are these.
A lot of T's and C's.
You know, there are these unwritten things that we don't see.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when you call me, I'm happy. I mean, of course, I want my car to be insured.
Yeah.
But tell me everything from the beginning.
Like I get you.
From the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, imoto yako ungaipaki in yellow lane. Itayara libe SIT.
Sure.
Then I know which okay.
Iputa ligi.
Yeah. You know, don't. It's like when they say you must get house content insurance. Then they don't specify that your house must have burglar doors or people. Then they say, but your house doesn't have burglar gates.
Yeah.
I've been paying all these months.
Yeah.
So these things have to be things that are discussed as well.
Yeah.
You need to tell us. Don't just sell me the product because you want the money.
First.
Let's be true with each other.
Yeah.
We keep we keep her wholeheartedly, and I know that I'm going to be covered.
Sure.
You know?
Because I do believe there's a gap. I don't want to lie to you. Because issue. I just started being interested in insurance. Yeah. It's only because I have an uncle that's in that space. And because a lot of the time, I always felt like it was a scam. Because I'm like, but bugubani, every insurance, car insurance, there's always going to be a story that will, like, there has to be a form of communication.
Yeah.
I understand one.
Generally in life, I think that's one thing that we fail in. Communication.
Yeah. Facts.
You know, I mean, relationship-wise, friendship-wise.
Yeah.
You know, even the misebenzi.
Yeah.
It's tricky, but we'll get into that when it comes to my teaching industry.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like I said from the beginning. Let's be straightforward with each other. Tell me okay, if you're going to, because they don't tell you if you're in the imoto stance, they don't cover you, or you need to let them know. Next thing when you get into an accident, but we don't cover you because you didn't let us know.
Yeah. Again, communication. And that's an industry. I want us to go deeper into that industry because I want you to come back. The insurance thing, because I feel like it's a conversation that's very wide and very open, and there's so many questions I normally have about these things, even if we're about doing the car insurance, but it's still a lot of people are in that space and they want car insurance, but there's too many stories.
So a person would rather say, I'm not a Maisha,
so bona ukhona fethu uJoe elokishini finish.
You know, so you say petrol 5,000 uyayilungisa.
Because my rights ukuthi utshotshile iphathi uzobuya sicaba ngomunye uthabo siyamazi unamaphathi elokishini.
But yeah, man, it's and I think Laba Corner right now, I mean, as a CEO or as the owner of a particular company, I don't think you know what's happening on the ground.
True, especially these big companies. Yeah.
What you're looking for is numbers, right? But you don't know what's happening on the ground.
Yeah.
Why? Because you don't go into the ground.
Facts.
Right. We've got the people that are supposed to be on the ground. We are on the ground, and we are getting told these things. So every time people came with questions, dude, you just gave me homework. Let me go back to my bosses and say, okay, that's then my response to that. But clearly, my boss is not going to go to his boss. His boss won't go to his boss.
Yeah.
You know? So there needs to be Mama team building, Mama CEO Melafig.
I can on the ground.
Because it's hard for me to then wake up knowing that I don't have the answers for those people, because if I'm going to go to the same center,
so it's in the answer. Sure.
So if I'm doing my answer, then what do I say?
Yeah.
So communication is big in anything and everything that we do.
Facts. So we do insurance. How and when did we start now the perfume situation?
So what happened? I thought about it, right? Because I like smelling good. I think now I've got like 5 perfumes.
That's crazy.
5 colognes.
Yeah.
And it's just the beginning.
Sure.
But I've got 5 and I'm getting more because I mean I must smell like what I'm smelling.
Yeah.
I must smell good.
So that's
perfume. I've heard a cup. I've got a couple of customers that say, dude, we can smell what you're eating is.
Sure.
We can smell it from you. So how it started, right? My mom, the one time, I think on my birthday, on my birthday this year, she said, okay, I sent you something. And my mom lives in Northbridge. I sent you something, go to Pep. How am I eating? I feel that at Pep? I'm a perfume 10.
Yeah.
Here's a gift. Start selling these things, right? But I didn't really like them because maybe I'm always shy.
The worst.
You know, so I didn't really like those, but I pushed them, right? So I had that idea, but because I was still lost. All that money came in and I went didn't reinvest it.
Yeah.
Right. And then something happened. I went away for about 3 weeks. And I sort of like depression. That's a story for another day.
Sure.
But I went into a hospital, got help, and then when this insurance thing started, I said, okay, I'm getting money, but one salary is not enough. And I've got my partner who's in the car that you guys are not going to see.
Yeah.
She's helped me out a lot, and we've been thinking, okay, sharp, one salary is not going to help, but we need to let's find ways. And because I enjoyed these perfumes myself, and I found a plug where I could actually stop them.
Yeah.
I went and I stopped them. I think I bought like 10. And I made a good profit from it. And people kept saying, hey dog, we want this stuff.
Yeah.
So I went and I bought again. And I bought again. And like people, like this morning before I came in, until petrol garage, my biggest customers are petrol attendants.
Sure.
Petrol attendants, they like it. It's 250 for a 50 more, but it's good, it's quality.
Yeah.
Mauritius, uyolala, and it's still on you.
Yeah.
Did you bring some today?
I've got some in the car.
We're gonna have to test it out.
Can I ask him?
Yeah.
You can carry on.
You know, so what then happened is that I saw with oh shit. I almost swore. But I saw with oh shit, man. People are actually, and this is keeping me afloat. My salary doesn't really last me a long time, but the Mariana perfume, they're calling for the rest of the month, and I'm still able to pour petrol, do this, go buy perfumes, get tattoos.
Sure.
I think the perfumes at the back.
Matashane?
The perfume's at the back in a small Yoko bag.
I don't feel like they hear us.
I don't think so. You know, being balance. And I'm saying, look, man, this is actually vibes. It's doing the things. Everywhere I go. They are in a Yoko bag at the back. Yeah. You know, everywhere I go, I've found that I'm an extrovert. I like talking, so I literally just go and
things say like
because my mates that's the one place I go to and defrost before I go home.
Sure.
You know, because we'll talk a whole lot of nonsense and then I'll go home. Right, but I also make sales at the petrol station. So I'm not racist or anything, but you know, white guys don't normally buy.
That's facts though.
I sold to a white man the other day. He said he doesn't wear it, but he'll support me and he'll buy it for his kid. You know, and he paid me on the spot. I'm saying, yo,
clean.
That's clean.
You know?
It's nice and clean. So I then continued, and I'm still continuing. As we speak, I've got I think about 3K.
I told people about this perfume, but man, just not too long. It's just
I was busy. It smells good.
I can feel it.
This is one of my.
Actually, it smells good, man. Wow.
But I want one for ladies though.
So this is a male one.
So these are male.
I can tell this is male.
And then sure this is samples.
These are testers. You know. So yeah, this is the brand that I push, and if you buy more than 2, I will deliver to you.
Sure.
Because I'm based in the south of Johannesburg. I live in Winchester Hills. But these, you know, so these they duplicates.
This
right,
one
like
also
this one is an Amani
nice.
C. But it's a dupe of the Amani C. This one is an Olympia. This is Invictus, and this is Azaro. You know, and
they smell nice.
Do you know what I mean?
Hey, they smell nice. Hey, they smell nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm trying, dog. It's you know, this company is also dope because they're helping us try push our own thing. You know? They say to you that you can come stock a certain price. If you buy one, it's like this, but if you buy in bulk, so I'm not gonna speak the numbers.
No problem.
But
how do you structure it though? Because it's one thing to say, okay, I had my perfume, so I started selling it. Now, Kumina, you don't have to say the numbers, but now, Kumina, I'm like, okay, clean. I want to start some perfume. How then do I go about it? How was the journey into the business part? It's okay, I stock maybe 10, I sell. How does that work?
So how I then did it? It's okay. Let's say I'm going to spend $1,000 to buy. I spend 1.5 to buy 10. Right. I need to make that 1.5 back. Put it away. What things are going to stock our food. Right. The profit. For the first time in my life, I've got a 32-day notice account that I'm actually putting money in. I never used to do that. You know. So I'm finding balance, and I'd really like to give big ups to my partner. You know, because she's helping me with a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, I'm becoming more responsible than I thought I was.
Yeah.
Or rather, more responsible than I actually was.
Yeah.
You know, so it's about ukucabangela ukuthi ngicabangela ikusasa lami nokuthi I mean I've gone out and booked vacation for January. So this is also helping towards that.
Yeah.
You know, if there's something I'm looking forward to, I want to buy a car. You know, I want to buy like there's khona umngani kamama, I mean my friend's mother. Uyangibuza athi mina isn't busy ngilisana nale moto zenza kudala. Ngike ngagibele eThalisini nje na ukhumula iRibbon. You know that red ribbon. So I want that
feeling.
I want that feeling. You accumulate the red ribbon from the bonnet of my brand new car. You know. So I think where I am now as Karabo Lefoko, my headspace is in a different place. I've got things that I'm looking forward to doing. I'm at an age now, Connor, where I shouldn't still be living at home. But you know, I'm at home, and that's okay.
It is okay. Thing. It actually, I always say this because majority it's so we come from KZN, Eastern Cape, whatever. So I come from a KZN, South Coast, which means if you take Ipasila, that's the last stop at KZN. It's too far. If I had a home here, it would have taken me a very long time to move out. You know why? I think we kind of always are under pressure. My own space. It
is.
It's very tough. It's very tough. Even when I was learning noodles,
yeah, look, not that I mind noodles, but
I mind them.
I don't mind noodles, but I guess you know what also happens. University also teaches you. Times are tough sometimes.
Facts.
You know, I went to university in Lancaster. This is all the way in Ghana. So I lived in Ghana for 2 years.
For real?
Yeah. And yeah, man. Hey, when that allowance is finished,
I was on a choice.
But you have noodles.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm in a space where everything that is coming my way, I need to make sure that it's working for me. Hence the perfumes, the car insurance, the DJing. The DJing is still a bit tricky, you know, because I was out of the game for some time, but I'm back now and I'm sort of finding my feet.
How did that start?
That started, you know, I from back in the day, I've always, before I even got out of high school, I always loved DJing. Virtual DJ, what. When I got to college, we used to host the end of term parties, and I'd always be one of the DJs. Right? I got a guy that taught me how to play on a controller. I remember when I was in college, they said to me, Karabo, yeah, we heard you're a DJ, please bring things. We have something happening here. And I did that, right? But then, yeah, my life lifed. And I just did my own things. Right? But I think when was it, 2020 or 2021, my younger brother bought Great Dane and Bram. And I had my controller. And naturally, because it's my younger brother's club, how I also had
obvious.
Guys, I know how to do this thing. Let's all do it.
Give it in the family food. So that's a dope strategy on its own.
Until the guy, may so rest in peace, his name is Timo. That was the manager at that time. Said to me, Lefoko dog, if you don't learn how to play on CDJs, I'm not gonna book you anymore. I said, damn. So I had to put my controller away. And he said, dog, I don't understand. We were here every day. We've got CDJs downstairs. Go downstairs and go practice.
And go learn,
Go practice, go learn. Play nonsense until you learn how to play. Shout out to my boy Spontaneous. Shout out to Basement. Shy Homie and a couple of other niggas, you know. Sorry. A couple of other guys. That my DJ friends that helped me out, you know. They taught me. I remember the first time I played like proper. I had a back-to-back with Basement, and Basement is on some bar. Look, you're clean. Leave this controller thing of yours at home. Don't come with it. And from that day, I never came with a controller.
Ever again.
Ever again. All I do is come with my USBs and my headphones.
Yeah.
He said, "Pa, like you're clean. What are you still doing with your controller?" And from that day, I never used the controller.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a bit of a tough industry, you know, because people are self. That's something that I've realized. People are self.
Elaborate.
When I say people are self, yes, I'm a gig.
Sure.
But I'll say to Ashintana, they can only give us a rider, manje. A rider I got 300.
Sure.
Right? Not knowing, because I'm not speaking to the manager of La Parada, Matt Black, or what. I'm getting this gig through my friend, because my friend's been asked to curate.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know how much he's getting. I don't have that conversation with the managers. So the man could be getting coins, but he's not giving me anything.
Yeah.
But
Which is very true.
which is very true, and it's happened a lot. It's happened a number of times. People will say, "Dog, let's build." How next thing people are getting riders where Hennessy and people are getting paid. I've been building this thing with this man, and
Nangvalanga punch.
I mean, somehow, how does this thing work?
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I keep pushing.
Yeah.
Because I think now I found myself in a place where I want to do it for fun, not as a career. It would be great if I found myself. I mean, I won't lie. Last week, by God's grace, I found myself sitting in DJ Maparisa's house, speaking to his older brother. Because a friend of mine had a meeting with the guys.
Yeah.
I don't some. What is God opening doors that I'm supposed to walk through?
Yeah.
Because you know it's possible.
Yeah.
I don't know of anyone among my friends that can say they've been in Maparisa's house.
Yeah.
And for me, I looked at it in a different way. With, hey, dog, this could be a loophole. Get exclusive things.
Sure.
I mean, I got Maparisa's older brother's number. Or Robert.
That's crazy.
You know?
Yeah.
So I can call Robert and say, Robert, hey, when are you guys having a listening session?
Yeah.
If they're having a listening session, then I can go pull up.
Yeah.
You know, I can get exclusive songs that I can then play.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to keep this door that opened.
Yeah.
You know?
I like that, ne? But I feel like a lot of the times with entertainment specifically, a lot of people get knocked by the same situation over and over, and it's because of that. So it's okay. What we're trying to push is passion. You even off camera, you're speaking about how much you've always loved doing this. I feel like it's very important also, but we're like to also to walk into the space understanding exactly what it is.
So,
Yeah, bo?
Nina, I'm not saying I want to get signed under Poriland or Pori or whatever.
Even just being DJing in places too. The business element of it, because I want my entertainment it's always the same thing.
It's a cycle.
It's like
a vicious cycle.
India shopper ngaleza sikhathi ngisemncane ishaya usibani banyana namhlanje.
You said true.
Literally, it's always the same thing, and it's mainly because I get it, man. Like, to a lot of people, music is spiritual. It's something that they really love. They by a creator, that's the moment. Okay, this is something that I connect with.
Yeah.
But also, akukho mnandi masubona ukuthi
Because
ngiyadijela la itag lithola imali ukuthi kodwa mina ngifukuza mahala.
Yeah, because it gets irritating, man. It gets really irritating because now I'm using my petrol to come to
X place.
You know, I'm using my petrol, and I wouldn't say it's X Place's fault.
Yeah.
Because X Place is probably saying, okay, here's 5K. Call your DJs, pay them. Can't be the person that's curating how is the one that's not giving us the coins.
Yeah.
You know? But also what they do say is, man, persistency. You know, it will pay off someday.
That is
Who
true.
knows? I could play a fire set and someone will say, Ntana Mazin, you played such a good set. I own a place, Goopy Goopy. I'm offering you 10K to be a resident DJ.
There.
This is what you never know what will happen.
Very
so
true.
going to it with the mindset, Jobuti, I have to get paid. It sucks that I'm not getting paid as yet, but it's the long run, man. You know.
We're not looking at today. We're looking at the future.
We're looking at the future because everything that excuse me. Unfortunately, that's how a whole lot of people get burned. Because I'm chasing, and then I end up signing with the wrong people or doing the wrong thing. Now I'm under this person and there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
You know, the muntu like me, I'm charge 50K, but I'm only getting 10.
Yeah. That is kind of crazy.
You know?
So how are you balancing these things? Because at 24 hours, what I've realized, 24 hours seems like a long time if uhleli, you know? But start being busy. You start realizing
it's not enough time.
It's not enough time.
Look, man, I'm still trying to find a balance. I won't lie. Still trying to find a balance. It's. I actually said to my dad the other day. I sent him a text, and I said, "Yo, chief, I'm tired."
Yeah.
Why? I say, "Yo, dog, it's 9 to 5. Come DJing, come selling perfume. I don't know. That's what growing up comes with.
Yeah.
And taking responsibility of your life. You know.
Thanks.
So I'm still trying to balance it. I haven't found the solution for X. I'm still looking for the solution. You know. But you know, I'm not regretting any moment of it. I'm enjoying it. I just can't overdo it. I am going to try and push back a bit, like slow down a bit, because at the end of the day, my body's gonna burn out.
Facts.
And then I find myself in the hospital. Then I can't do all the things that I need to make me.
Says Market for real.
You know? So yeah, I'm maybe next time I'll tell you if I've found a solution for it.
Yeah.
At this point in time, I still don't have.
Do you have a team around you to kind of, because you mention your person a lot, is that the person that's kind of balancing the situation? You're okay, do this at this time, how do you have a team?
I don't have a team, right? But tomorrow, for my DJ life, there's a hand that I'm meeting up with, who would actually like to be my manager. You know, it's crazy how when hands go to places, we actually get the gigs and we'll get paid, right? But when you take a jita to a place, talking to pull up, but then they give you a bottle of Hennessy. I don't drink.
Yeah.
I don't drink, so bottle of Hennessy is not going to do anything for me.
Yeah.
Instead of give me the Hennessy, give me.
Exactly.
Yeah. But you know, unfortunately, that's how these things work. There's a particular budget in all these clubs and places that is set out for DJs and entertainment.
Yeah.
So they're not losing from giving you that Hennessy or that I drink Red Bull and sparkling water.
Sure.
You know, they're not losing from giving me that because it's under the entertainment budget.
Yeah.
So they can't really take out the cash and give you the cash, but they can give you this.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm meeting with this hand tomorrow, and we were going to see how we structure it.
Balance situations.
You know, my partner is also like you said, a reference a lot. She plays a big role. I'm a very hard-headed person.
Yeah.
But she knows how to tame me.
Yeah.
You know.
Which is necessary.
Yeah, she'll tell me. I thought I message people for this courtesy, you become snappy, so I don't even pay attention to it.
Yeah.
And so which is, you know, when I get hungry, I become angry. But you know, she's and she's helping me a lot.
Balancing situations.
So we're balancing. We're trying this life thing.
Yeah.
I've been around for a long time. You know, I'm 32. By this age, I should be out of my parents' house.
Yeah.
But no pressure.
Hey, no pressure.
No pressure, because it's open senses in Tengamelanga.
No pressure.
You know, but I mean, akukho mnandi ukubambela kini.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, but it's life, and I'm just glad I'm in the direction of where I'll be able to actually move out of the house.
Yeah.
In the direction,
Making all the right moves
you
now.
know, I'm trying. And funny enough, this morning I got a call from my uncle, logistics, what that, there's some deals that are coming in. Hey, maybe I lost the job yesterday, tomorrow. Now today we're calling me about logistics. I've got a friend with trucks. So we had that whole conversation this morning, you know.
Yeah.
Now it's just to follow through. You know, it's just to follow through and make sure that everything that we spoke about happens. I think that's in Kenya now as about is that we don't follow through on things that we plan, or I'll talk to someone about something. I mean, mind you, I think I followed up. Well, I tried to follow up with you.
Yeah.
With the how this hand. She said we must do an interview. Next thing I was a phone.
Oh, and Shembang,
And
we are cock.
that's your number. I'm like 1,000.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
But I'm learning that when you do things, follow through on them. Ask people to do that. We still on with
Yeah,
that thing.
yeah, yeah.
What's happening? What's the vibe? What's the life? What's the love? So that we can be a communication.
Come on, I lost your number like 3 times.
Yeah.
I lost your number 3 times. Because ngibhala at the back of a book, ngithathe ngifake mase ngihamba vele hlofoza yonke lento iyaphuswa same time. Yeah, but I don't want to lie to you. I get what you're saying, the importance of Wutsi. There's a book that I'm currently reading. I forgot the title.
I wish I could do that.
I love reading. Like, I'm currently reading a book. A book has never showed me how lazy I am. I always feel like I'm a person that's level-headed, that's focused, that's on the. But after reading that book, I started seeing how I am low-key freelancing a whole lot of stuff because Ipugu that's teaching me accountability. And one of the topics that I'm in, it's saying success comes with intention. Mangi says it's like a lot of the times you maybe it's okay. I want to have 100K by X time, ne? And you're not even aware you're just keeping money, and it's taking way longer because it's not gonna happen. You literally have to be so specific. Okay, mangena logo, this is where I'm spending my money, and this is how I'm spending my money. This I'm saving exactly this amount of money. If the money that I maybe sorted out for just entertainment or whatever, if that is finished, that means I am broke, even if I have money at the bank. Literally that. In the past, I don't know how many 2 weeks, it's literally what I've been jotting down on my journal. I was like, am I this way? This life things needs a lot of intention.
It does.
A lot of
Like I
intention.
said, and we do things. Hey, as much as Nami will say, I'm not 32 day account, but hey, there are still things that I spend money on that I don't really need to spend money on.
Yeah. How are you handling finances actually? Because you have.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
But I'm trying, you know. I think having making sure that the most important thing is making sure that the essential things that I need to cover are covered. Right. Making sure that imoto in a petrol and stack. Right. Making sure I've got money to stock perfumes because people basically place orders on daily basis.
Yeah.
Right, and I can't be that guy that is unable to deliver. Right. So when entertainment for me is eating.
Yeah.
I don't drink anymore. I don't even smoke cigarette. It's this thing that my crass addiction, vape.
Yeah.
What happened to you? Why did you stop drinking?
Ooh. I hope we wouldn't get into that.
It's confidential.
No, it's not confidential. So
Maybe you can give an advice to someone who is trying to stop drinking. I've got my boy who is struggling with drinking as well. So
yeah. So you know, there's this thing. I didn't just drink alcohol. I drank alcohol and I did drugs. Right. I used to do cat and cocaine. Right. And I had a whole lot of personal issues and things that I hadn't dealt with in life. Right. And these things were suppressed for a very, very long time. Right. For 32 years of my life. Well, not 32 years, but for about 20 years of my life.
Yeah.
Right. And there came a particular day, this amazing woman now, that is my girlfriend. Because drugs and alcohol used to make me, I had insecurities. And from past relationships and stuff, I put them onto my current partner.
Yeah.
When she doesn't take my calls, why are you not taking my calls? When I can't find her, so it was always that until a particular day where we had a big fight. And when we had this fight, because I always felt like I'm always having to prove myself and some screw that. Even with this relationship, why do I have to do it? Then I tried committing suicide. Right. I slit my wrist when it became painful. When I came back into my room, it slipped out of my hand and it broke. When it broke, I then took that bottle and I crushed it. I put it in a glass of water and I drank broken glass.
Yes. That's how people kill each other in prison, right?
Yeah. Right. And from there, I then called someone to say, hey, chief, this is the situation. Please take me to hospital. They came, they took me to my Barton hospital. I had to go to theater at like 4 a.m. in the morning. And stayed there for a bit. Then I had to go to a place called Akeso. Akeso it deals with depression, anxiety, traumas, as well as substance abuse. Right, they've got different programs. So that's how I found myself, because I think that's where I had hit rock bottom in my life, to a point where I tried taking my own life. And until today, I was telling my friends, guys, cigarette smells bad now. I can't stomach the smell, because I associate cigarettes and alcohol. Well, not cigarette really, but I associate alcohol and drugs with death. So that's how I found myself in a position. I mean, I haven't been clean for long. It's been 6 months, and I pray to God every day that I don't ever find myself in a situation where I pick up a bottle or I have a line of cat or cocaine. Because I lost myself. I'm but guys, for the first time in my life, I'm telling you, gene size 32. When a gene size of 28 was becoming small. I mean, it was becoming big for me because I was smaller.
Yeah.
Now I'm wearing 32, and this is into 6 months ago. So yeah, I wouldn't lie. I had fun. I had a lot of fun, but it
came at a big cost.
It came at a big cost. I hurt a lot of people. I hurt my family. I'm sure there are girls that are out there that I hurt unintentionally because of substance and all that. So that's how I found myself stopping alcohol and drugs.
How?
And I like that. Your story is profound and there's a foundation.
Yeah.
That will keep you at bay, not to go.
It's actually, I really didn't want us to get into this now.
We spoke about it actually.
We spoke about it, but now that we're here, it was my second time getting through, because what I did, in 2014, I came out, my story was out, that I admitted to drug abuse and all of that. But I then didn't come back to say to people that I relapsed. And I've been looking into doing that, to come out and say, guys, what, now, I did relapse. There are people that are probably thinking, this guy's still clean and sober, but I relapsed for a long time. But I'm back at it now, and by the grace of God, I'll never go back.
Yeah, I think, because we did speak about this, ne?
You know?
Yeah, he literally didn't know. He's from a perspective because he also stopped drinking. So he has a friend that's struggling with the same situation. So I think he was asking from that perspective because he's always said it's very important for people because, and let's be honest, we speak about this so many times, even with people around me, and I'm like, the reason why a lot of young people are gonna kind of find themselves in a very destructive
because we don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it for starters, and secondly, it's wrapped in with soft life. It's associated with soft life.
Soft life, yes.
So, again, there's a quote from a guy called 19 Keys where he's saying, right now, we're at a point where we are kind of conditioned to kill ourselves and be happy. You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
So it's kind of, is this associated kakhulu ngokuthi ngiyaphila tag? I'm living good.
You know, I'm a 2K, ne?
Yes.
But I'm a 2K are so fascinated by being DJs, being in the entertainment industry, being hip-hop artists, and it comes with a lot. It comes with a lot. You know, I've chilled with a couple of DJ friends of mine, and we've said, guys, we need to create an offline platform where we just chill, we're not DJing, we're not doing anything. And actually talk, because we've all got our own issues that we go through. But because we're always at work and we're always vibing, there's no time to talk.
Yeah.
And say with Dj Lefoko, you know, A, B, C, and D.
Yeah.
Or Sponty, A, B, C, and D. Or Basement, A, B, C, and D. But when I created this platform, I mean, in January, we're going away. You know, I did say that I'm going away with my hand. But I then invited, because, I mean, it's like 3-bedroom villa, and it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Well, it would make sense. But at the same time, I'm going to change, you know, let's go with our hands. It's January. We all know we don't have gigs in January.
Facts.
We don't have gigs in January.
Yeah.
It's dry.
Yeah.
You know, so in the beginning of January, we're going away with the gents just to go look at nature. We're going to Kruger National Park. You know, and just pull ourselves towards ourselves, set our goals for the year. But okay, gents, let's do A, B, C, and D. You know?
Yeah.
Ladies. APC sesibadala, guys.
Yeah.
Sibadala. And into leyo ukuthi siyohlala sihlangana emalive emakhakhuni umsebenzi wethu, but gents, you know, I want you to call me and say, Ntana, you know what, pull through with your hand, let's have a braai, let's chill.
Yeah.
You know. It's I'm just glad that I partied a lot when I was young, so that when I get to my 40, because
the things we see,
you know,
the things we see.
I was at an ex venue. I've seen my 2K ahamba nama timer. But so to answer your question, that's how I.
I appreciate it.
And you know, in all honesty, we need to speak about it much more, because it's a pandemic.
Yeah.
It's a big pandemic, and now there's like a lot more. Abonya, crystal milk, ini. There's so much more substance abuse that's happening, and it's easily accessible.
Yeah.
Which is the crazy thing, you know. So we really do need to talk about it more. We need. I'd love to have people like myself that are willing to say, but you know, guys, hey, I went through this. It was a one-way relationship.
Turn back, facts.
And be realistic about it. But you know what, guys, you don't have to. I have an amazing time. I actually think I DJ better sober than I did when I was drunk and high. You know, because now I'm listening to what I'm doing, and I'm paying attention. I used to think that when I'm drunk and high, I play a good set. But in terms of school as a punk.
Live before it's easy,
Everything you see.
And it's live.
Dog.
That's crazy.
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 Yeah. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
And God knows what they're going to do now.
The other week, a week group here, Oliven, because the name of this place is called Oliven. So there's a Facebook group where cops, I think they got into a space. I don't know who tipped them off, but these kids were smoking drugs. They even took I think they took a video and photos. They took a video and photos of school kids. There's literally, because Lana, it's a place that's like, it could like Crystal Lendau. Kono crystal, kono hard, kono young, which is even though we were like so I feel like it's one of these things like finance, right? That we don't speak about, but it's very necessary to speak about, because it's a soft life.
Listening, sorry to disturb you. People, they try to escape the stresses of finance. So that is why we need to talk about finance and teach the people how to be financially independent, so that they don't escape with substance and think that they are living when they are not.
Facts.
I'm lucky because my partner is a chartered accountant.
Sure.
She's studying chartered accounting. So we're safe.
What's a good say?
You know?
Like you're in a safe space yourself.
I'm in a safe space, but you're right, dog. Like we need to find ways where we can talk about this.
Yeah.
We need to create platforms where we can talk about it. You know, I know my mates wouldn't mind pulling up and being a part of this podcast to say, yo, so this is how I handle things, you know, because my mate basement, he's got a school where he teaches people how to DJ.
Yeah.
Right, he is a DJ, so he's always busy and he runs events.
So if he teaches people how to DJ, where can we get him? Like we can put the information. You might find out there's someone who wants to learn how to DJ.
What is it called? Wait, let me look.
Or you send us the thing and then we'll put it somewhere in.
You know, because he teaches people, and it's because now they've got another branch. They've got one in Newtown and they've got one in Rosebank.
Yeah.
And they're actually looking at venturing and doing things, because a lot of people want to learn how to DJ. It's nice, guys.
Yeah.
You know, if there's one thing I can say, there's no place that makes me happier than standing behind the CDJ.
No. I see you there. It's fun. You're in your element and people are enjoying it.
Exactly.
People are enjoying it.
It's so great when you're looking at the people and the people are having fun. This is Msebenzi is to make people happy.
Yeah. That's dope.
You know?
That's dope.
But yeah, that's Karabo Lefoko in a nutshell. And yeah, there's still more to come, you know. Like I'm saying, I'm still finding myself, you know. And in all honesty, I don't mind, like, how we can create the show, me. Can I have a solo show?
Yeah.
Can I have a solo show? Because I really want to, because I used to do motivational speaking as well. You know, I'd go to schools, I'd go to community halls, and speak about this issue of substance abuse, and I think now another thing that I've come across is mental health, especially with men.
That's so true.
Especially with men. Thina izamajida asikhulumi.
Yeah.
Sivalele izinto ngaphakathi because bathi indoda ayikhali.
Sure.
And siyagoa, like bad.
And I don't even think akufana semakhaya, especially in spaces like this. Akufana semakhaya where we have Tinas nomkhulu, ne? People, old men that will counsel you. Yeah, well, like a lot of young men now are in a space where melukule and you don't even know what, because this life thing doesn't come with a manual.
It doesn't.
So now there are no older men now that are counseling men, because literally kwesiZulu kuthiwa nayi ingcwele kabani. That is a person ozokwakha as a young man to come into that space. Which is something that now I'm looking back, I'm like, okay, maybe that's something that we're gonna speak about offline, and then because
real talk, because I really want to tap into it, and this could probably be one of the best platforms to do it.
Yeah,
you know, because I really want, you know, as part of my service as well, because what they teach us in recovery is, and you don't have to change 100 people's lives, just one person.
Facts.
Just one person. If I can get through to one person,
facts.
Then I've done enough. You know, and there's actually a whole lot that I want to try and do, because if I had to be really honest, right, there's so much. We've got so much. There's so many men suffering with mental health, and so many people actually suffering with mental health, but are unable to go to these facilities because these facilities are damn expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
I wanted to say, go to the place that I went to. If you know Akeso, then you know how much Akeso is.
It's a lot. I would assume. It's a lot.
Just admission at Akeso. We're talking about something over 30K.
Oh, that's crazy.
Just admission.
Oh, that's crazy. Weird space.
These days it's even worse. Ngoba uhlangana no-cherry clubini, cherry ekuseni ukutshela ukuthi ufuna 10K. Uma ungamuphi 10K,
Ziyakhanya.
What happened to innocent till proven guilty? Now it's guilty till proven innocent.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're living in a very weird. We're living in a very weird space that's not conducive to growth and love.
And now, what are our kids going to learn? What are our kids learning? Mababo nabo sisbabo agaslayer left, right and center. Lifestyle looks slayer nje. Asapusha umsebenzi. Umsebenzi ukuthi uyosebenzisa into engiyiphethe.
Sure. Okay, so I normally love having conversations like this because it's conversations that normally ziqala ngo left ziphele ngo right, ziqala ngo right ziphele ngo left. Because for me, I used to feel like women should ngathini fanele sivule a situation where women speak and then men speak eqaleni, right? And then maybe we'll find a solution. And so I was like, we're at an age where, and space where, society-wise, where abantu besimame need counsel, abantu besilisa need counsel, and then together we need counsel. Ukuthi sike sikhulumeni emaqinisweni. Ukuthi okay lalela. Right now I do not understand you, and right now you do not understand me. Mtaka baba, can we get common ground where tell me when how do you feel? Tell me your stresses about life. Mhlambe njengomuntu wesilisa ukuthi yini wena othi uma ubona data.
But I said something in the beginning of this.
Communication. Yeah, we're having it's a very weird time. It's a very weird time.
But I mean, guys, you know, at the end of the day, excuse me, it's up to us.
Facts.
You know, we can't blame it on anyone. It's up to us, and if we're not going to create that platform, then sorry to say, but we're fucked.
True.
You know, so we need to try and create a platform where it's not going to happen now, but at some point it should happen, where we make it something where it's possible to talk about things and not be judged. You know, it's like I won't go to my friend and say, "Hey, mfethu media angishaya." Ungana uyongihleka.
Ngicabanga ukuthi ushawa umuntu
manje. You know, and also I think these days we stay in relationships for the wrong reasons. This just, you know, this life that we live in. we live in. Yeah, we live in. So it's Fast and the Furious, this one. But yeah, man. So that's Dj Lefoko.
Yeah. I want us because I definitely want. We're gonna speak about that show offline, and I want you to come back for part 2. And there's a thing we're going to be starting called the Friends of the Show, because normally we bring business people, but we also want to now bring people that are friends of the show, where we just sit down and speak about a particular subject. It could be mental health, it could be da 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 da. You get what I'm saying? Because now the podcast is not only looking at the fact that just wealth, you want to be okay, we want to be grand as people.
And I think, in all honesty, let's start, for me to find the happiness that I've found now, I doubt it's my mental health.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the engine. Like the car has an engine, this is the engine for everything.
To sell perfume, to walk up to a complete stranger and sell a product.
Yeah.
It's because I went and I fixed myself. So we can't say self-owning money, yes, but when I'm not right, it's a typical example. Years ago, let's say we're taking a walk or whatever the case is, so I thought that I'm a pack in each pack corner a million. What would you do with your million? This boy says to me, Mahamba, you're telling M4, it's my M4 at 900,000 meter, okay. And then what would you do? At time you're clapping, okay. So pelele meter.
Selhambili meter.
What are you going to do next? Where is everything on
so many days of
petrol.
Yeah.
And my answer was, but what would you do? With me, I'd go buy a car I love, a Honda Civic.
Sure.
I'd take it straight to Hyundai or Honda and ask them to do a full service. By Take the money, put it away, 10%, what, invest it somewhere. Well, no, with imadi istala ikon.
Sure.
When I saw the give me, so that's how people think.
Facts.
That's how people are thinking. Hence why we have shows like I Played.
Facts. And the mali already, it could literally destroy you.
It will destroy you.
It will destroy you.
I won't lie. I mean, at some point in time in my life, Blackberry torch.
Sure.
Blackberry torch, I vibrate at 12 o'clock midnight. My vibrator, I think I counted 27,000. The only thing I bought with that money, even my bamba, Nisandla, Kavela.
Sure.
And the rest of it.
It was loads of fun.
I played, I had fun.
Yeah.
I was known as the clean finish boy. Because you can finish everything.
La, yeah.
And then my uncle says to me, dude, do you know that Nabe Manje on a 325? Because you had a 325, that car needed 10,000 with Illumis.
Sure.
Didn't tell anyone what I got this money. I play the money with my friends. My best one have.
Yeah. Sure.
Stock left, right, and center.
Sure.
I'm feeling down besides you with I figure out
Yeah.
So it's true what you're saying, but imagine I'm telling you already, you're screwed.
Pelil.
We
pray for
we need to find ourselves in places and in situations and have shows that are talking about mental health, because I really believe that mental health is a big issue, and we need to deal with that to ensure that exercise to live on.
Facts. With that being said, I want to close it off here.
Yes, ma'am. No, you can't take when I'm very shy.
Well, thank you so much for actually honoring.
Thank you guys for calling me.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I went to go deliver perfumes to some guy on Saturday.
Yeah.
And he said to me, DJ, the first recovering addict I know that actually keeps to their word. I thought you were going to give me stories and stories. Because, he sent me the money, I went to go stock and I delivered to his house.
Yeah.
I'll only deliver if you're buying more than 2.
Yeah.
But if you're buying 1, then there's a delivery charge.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, if you find my perfume, my number is 0733199808. The 9 is Karabo, DJ Lefoko. I repeat, 073-319-9808.
And for bookings, and
I don't have social media. You know why, nah? Because I'm tanda and I'm weak. So on social media, I've got such a beautiful wife. Well, wife to be. You know, and I see this store that will then be interested. Listen, if I really, and then I scrap my relationship. So for now, I'm off the social media. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my manager to run my social media pages.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it myself because, hey, this world is tricky. That's why this thing is cheat. I said that, isn't it? This world is tricky. It's a trap, guys.
Yeah.
You know? End up finding yourself, man, you're so side cheat that you weren't intending to have. You know? So I'm currently off social media, but on social media it's at Lefoko. That's it.
All across.
So for bookings, DJ, just even your number.
It's just my number, yeah. For bookings, it's my number. But also you can hit me up on, you can send me an email at lefokodj@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'll send you everything though.
Yeah, we'll put it. I feel like I'm advice Pumela today a lot.
I mean, like something that you can say straight to an individual. What you think they will do in order to structure themselves. Any advice that's straight.
You know, I'm not a motivational. I don't know it all, but I think the one, work on yourself before you try jump into other things, because if you're not okay, whatever you jump into is going to backfire. So focus on yourself, be it mental health, be it relationship, be it friendships, you know, deal with those things. Go on there, go head on, deal with it. Because suppressing it is not going to help. Instead, you know, the first time I went to rehab, what they said is, they gave us an example that if you, let's say you had a backpack, right, a school bag, and every time you had an issue, uthatha ilitho and faka kuleso school bag. By the end of 2 years, how heavy do you think that school bag is going to be?
Crazy heavy.
So that's exactly that. That's what happens with us emotionally. We're just suppressing all these feelings until we blow. And unfortunately, some people, because let's be realistic, I could have died.
Yeah.
It was God's grace that I'm shonanga, but I could have died. How many other people have tried what I tried and actually succeeded?
Yeah, they will succeed.
Because we don't talk, we're busy suppressing. So let's deal with ourselves. That's the advice I'd give to people. Deal with yourselves. There are people to talk to. I'm a call away. If you want to call me, you can call me. Just don't call me after 9 o'clock. After 9 o'clock, it's okay if I'm not DJing. But Monday to Wednesday, call me at any time from 6 o'clock in the morning to like 7, 8. People can hit me up if they need advice, if they want to talk. Sometimes I can just talk. I don't have to. You know, sometimes all you need is to talk to someone.
Yeah.
A complete stranger. And it's nice talking to a stranger because I'm not rude.
And I can't judge you. And I can't
So I'm not a professional. I'm just an individual that has gone through my own issues, and I'm willing to give advice wherever I can. So yeah.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. I pinned it in Wonan. Thank you. Guys, literally subscribe, like, comment, the whole shebang, and hit the post notification bell. Cause like Awananga, this was one of like a very subtle but very dope episode. I Awananga, I will next week.